a Dustin Hoffman when I was a kid. They terrified me. They truly believe that you can't hear them because of the that's going on in your mouth. So he's talking to his assistant, and it sounds like they're speaking in code, almost like a football audible. We have an AD3 here, or AD2 on 14 and 12. Ready, break.
Blue,
You're
42.
here.
Amber, Indiana. Weeknights at 7 Eastern on ESPN Radio. KRNT Des Moines is 102.1 FM and 1350 ESPN. Des Moines sports leader.
And that was gone!
A Des Moines radio group station.
The following show on 102.1 FM and 1350 ESPN Des Moines is paid for by Outdoors Tradition TV LLC.
Calling all stations. Clear the air lanes. Clear all air lanes for the big broadcast.
Morning, Scotty. All right, welcome to this week's edition of the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan, brought to you in part by our good friends out of Three Rivers Boat and RV Storage. Hope everyone's having a good Saturday morning, February 3rd, in the good old U.S. of A. Good morning, Fishing Dave. Good morning, Scotty Miller. Hope everyone's doing well today. And before we got a good show for you. We're going to be talking with George Lynch on snow geese. And we got some fishing reports and a whole bunch of other stuff to get through before we get out of here today. So we're going to throw a lot of outdoor stuff at you. Sponsor of the week is a lot of popcorn. Thanks to Arlie. Grows everything in Iowa. Iowa grown popcorn. And they got hundreds of flavors for you to choose from. Whether you find them at an Iowa State game, at a farmer's market, or at the store in Ankeny, a lot of pop does it right. And we're very grateful to have their support to communicate about the outdoors every week at Lot of Pop Popcorn. So thank you to Arlie. Go buy you some popcorn and say thanks for helping the outdoor guy. All right, before I do anything else other today, I hate to do this. I hate to start the show like this, but I thought it was appropriate because I'm just not hearing a lot about these brave people. In honor of Sergeant William Jerome Rivers, he was 46 of Carrollton, Georgia. Sergeant Kennedy Landon Sanders, 24 of Waycross, Georgia, and Sergeant Barina Alexandria Moffett, 23 of Savannah, Georgia. They were the service people that got killed on January 28th with those bomb strikes. So I would like to give them a shout out and a salute, and may their service and sacrifice never be forgotten. Everybody here at the Outdoor Call Radio Network, we're sending our prayers and thank you for their families' service and prayers for their loss, and just God bless all of you, and we're very, very, very sorry. So real quick, I'd like to just take a minute here and play taps, and just to me, folks, they are the best of what this country has to offer as our service people, and I think it's the least we could do. So on behalf of everybody here and to their families, let's just take a quick second here and go ahead, Andrew. All right, God bless you. God bless you all. All right, welcome back to the show. And I just thought it was, I just didn't hear the coverage, and it just, I don't know why our media and stuff doesn't get do that for our service people, because that's the least they could do. I know it was mentioned a little bit here and there. Fox covered it heavy, but they always cover stuff of it. Just bothers me. Let's see. Good morning, Fishing Dave. Tony, good morning. Hank, good morning down at Revelton. Good morning, Tony. Good to see you. All right, let's go over to the phones. We got a lot to do today. We're going to talk to George. George, good morning. How are you, buddy?
Good morning, Dan.
That's up down there in southern Iowa.
Well, it's still dark, but everything in southern Iowa is doing good. It's warming up a little bit.
Diane kick you out of bed, get you up in time?
you must have a camera here. She's my helpmate. I can tell you that right now.
I just know how it is. I got Iowa Deer Classic tickets we're going to be giving away today, and I got a bait caddy, bait deployment system we're going to be giving away for trivia later. So we're going to have a fun show today. We're going to talk snow geese with George. George, when's the snow season start?
It starts here a little bit. Well, it starts about another week or two, but the snows are just starting to roll in here. I noticed it was the day before yesterday, I saw my first little group of snows. The Canada geese are coming back, and you're starting to see different, seeing some graders and some lessers, but the snows are starting to roll in. I was talking to a friend down in Arkansas yesterday, and of course that's where it starts, and he said they're just loaded with snows, and of course all the trailers and outfitters are popping up, and everybody's showing up, but it won't be long. They'll be pushing through here.
Are they coming from the south or heading north, or are we catching them from the north going south?
Oh, no, we're catching them from the south heading north.
Okay, all right. See, I don't know anything about waterfowl. Good morning, Jeff. Good morning, Steve Martin. And thanks for taps. You're welcome, Steve, and that's the least we could do on the show. So, and here's the thing. I've been doing this show for 26 years. It's crazy. Can't believe it's been that long. But ever since I've been doing this show, I always hear bad things about snow geese. And it's like, they don't want to eat them. It's the flying carp of the sky, blah, blah, blah. Snow geese, it's how you fix them. And if you take like High Mountain seasonings, you take their brine mix and their sausage kits, snow geese breakfast sausage is delicious. I've had it. It's good.
It's definitely what you're saying. You find you a good, with High Mountain, or you get a good seasoning like that, and they make great jerky. They make great sausages. There's all kinds of stuff. The thing about with waterfowl, and this is what you'll know, any bird that does a long flight, when you go to skin them out and we breast them out, you can look right at that and you'll see that bird, because it'll be beet red, it'll be maroon red, and that's because of all the muscle action and that they're using to fly. The blood comes through there, so the meat is always darker. If you take our Canada geese, or our local geese, who don't migrate that far, if they do migrate, they might migrate a state away or so. Their meat, you'll look at that breast and it's just light pink.
Yeah.
But you take that snow goose and you brine it and turn around and cook it, I'm telling you what, you're right. And they do get a bad rap. And I would probably say the reason the rap comes because they are the hardest waterfowl to hunt, and it just takes so much work. It's not that they take. It's just so many decoys. They're so smart. They're without a doubt the smartest of the waterfowl lineup.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, they live, Dan. Some of these will live to, they can live up until they're 20, 15, the high teens to 20 years old.
Wow.
And oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I can remember one time in Southwest Iowa, and we were hunting in a big pit. And the key is a lot of guys want to get into, if you get into the adults, you want to get into them in that first migration, when they're first looking for the fields. And so you can use that as your weapon to draw them. They're hungry for food. But once that's been established, they get very picky and they're very aware. So then you're looking to trying to get the juvenile, what we call juvies, the juveniles, the young geese, which will travel. They travel more by themselves. And I watched witness one time in this pit looking up, and we had the matures were swinging way wide of us. And we had some juvies that moved in. I'll never forget, I had this juvie blue goose, and he was eating it, wanting to come in, and I actually saw a mature snow goose dive in. It came soaring in, hit that blue goose, and pushed it out. And he was leading the group. And it turned and wanted to come back in again. 2 times I watched a mature goose come in and smack that goose in the air, and then drove them geese and pulled them away from our spread.
Wow, that's crazy. Good morning,
Crazy.
Good morning, Jeff. Gary, I got Denny Brower on next week, so we'll talk fishing with Bass Legend next week. Morning, Pete, the Donut Man Ariotti. Tyler, good morning. Larry Goodman, good morning. Jeff says ketchup fixes everything. You don't need ketchup with that breakfast mix I told you about, Jeff. It's good. Hoyt, good morning. Chris DeMont, good morning. Jeff says in the 1970s, Snow Goose had its nighttime skies up here that were hundreds of thousands flying over the Grandview College neighborhood. That's cool. Nick, good morning. And Scotty, jalapeno cheddar summer sausage for snow geese, Scott Mueller says.
It does sound good.
Yeah. Skippy Peterson, CEO, VIP, and head custodial engineer of Gearhead Archery is watching this morning. Good morning, Skip, up in Wisconsin. Good to see you. So.
Did you say custodial engineer?
I did. That's a fancy word for sweeper upper.
I know. I think I need that title.
Yeah. Oh, Skip does everything, man. Yeah, that's the well. You guys have your company now, and Diane does most of the work, and you do some things, but it's just you know how it is. I mean, Skip and his wife, they are a very lean company, and they've been in business for several years, and he's producing some of the finest archery bows out there in the nation, and. George, it's nice when you can call, call up a company and like Legendary Gear, your waterfowl company. You pick up the phone, it's you or Diane answering. If someone calls Gearhead, they got bow questions or they want to get a great bow or a crossbow, they can talk to Skip and or someone there in the Gearhead family. It's nice when you got that communication.
Absolutely, and there's pride and the product is, and I've heard great things about Gearhead, and that is a lot of it because you do put pride in it because that is part of you. That company is part of you. Yeah.
No, that's good. Good morning, Tyler. Tyler's heading out coyote hunting this morning. Good luck, Tyler. We hope you get one or a couple. So no, I mean that means a lot, George. I mean when you can have that communication and customer service is king, man. It's the service after the sale that people are looking for. They don't want to talk to somebody offshore. There's several great bow companies in this country. Elite is a good bow company. I love shooting my Elites, but I'm very excited about being with Gearhead, and I've known Skip for 20 plus years, and if Skip tells you he's going to do something, he does it. And I'm shooting a B30, and I'm shooting that B30 as well as I've shot any bow I've ever had. So Gearhead's a great company.
What do you? I've never shot a short bow, a 30-inch bow. How is that? Did it take you some time to get used to?
No, but here's the thing. If you look at a Gearhead bow, it doesn't look like any other bow ever made out there. Their riser design is something that's very unique. But their platform is a wide platform, and if you noticed, whether it's Elite, Hoyt, Matthews. Bowtech, which are some of the the higher end companies or better companies, PSE. If you look at all their bows, what are they all doing? They're all going wider, and bows 15, 20 years ago used to be very, very slim, narrow bows, but the last 2 years everybody's going wide, and the reason for that, it stabilizes the whole bow platform from axle to axle, so you can have a shorter axle to length bow and still get great performance out of it. And they shoot great. There's no hand shock in that bow, George. And I can actually, I talked about this. I did a video the other day. Excuse me, I'm having coffee burps. I can actually pull more weight with that gear. I don't know why, because it's a very similar cam system as an Elite and some of the other binary bow cams out there. But I can actually pull. I was having trouble last year with my bow because I even when last part of November and stuff, I had to turn my bow down because Larry was getting on me in the ground blind. You know how Larry Mack is. Yeah. I was pulling my bow. I was pulling it. I was like hold my bow straight out in front of me, and then drawing. He goes, "Why are you doing that?" He goes, "Point it down to the ground and go to full draw and then come up, and then that way when when that bow's up at the blind window, you're ready to shoot. And he goes, the deer and the turkey won't see you. He goes, that's why you're getting, because I had a deer pick me off when I was self filming, and but I couldn't pull my bow back with the weight I had on there. Well, when I got that B30 from Gearhead, I had it down. I think it's 61 pounds, where I was shooting 57 before. And George, I can actually point that sucker at the ground and draw it back so easy. I don't know why, but their draw cycle is really, really nice. And I can be a full draw and then come up and shoot. I mean, it's nice. I really enjoy. It's fun. It's a good bow to shoot.
I used to do that, Dan, until I shot my toe once.
Did you really?
Kind of pinned myself to the ground. That was a little tough.
Yeah, I did. Man, I tell you what, I hope she's got a lot of insurance on you. I tell you, you're like a walking warning sign.
No, man, I'm laughing. It hurts my
ribs. Yeah, we're not even going to talk about that. I don't want to embarrass you. I love you. I just worry about you, man. So,
I appreciate the love. I appreciate the love.
That's okay. So, I have no idea what I'm talking about when it comes to waterfowl. So, snow goose, those are the wider looking geese that we're seeing coming in, right?
Yeah, the snow goose would be the white with the black on the wingtips, but there's two phases. You have the white snow goose, and then you'll have a blue goose.
So the blue,
the term we call eagle head, which will have the white head and a bluish gray on the body, and they mix, and you'll see them together, and that's everybody wants to kill a mature eagle head. That's the one that they're going to put on the wall or to mount. But
what makes them so much smarter than a Canadian?
Well, one thing, they're in bigger groups. I mean, they're in multitudes of big groups, and because that they fly such great distances, so they're covering. You're going from way up in the upper of Canada, and they're flying. When they fly south, they come through there. They're coming to the North Dakota, South Dakota. They're coming through all the Midwest states, down to Texas, or Arkansas and Louisiana, down to even to the Gulf Stream. They are covering multitudes of miles, so they're seeing the hunting pressure, in the great. I mean, they're coming to some of these geese who travel, and hit to a refuge, and they kind of stay in an area. Once they get a little bit of protection, they stay there. So they don't occur too much, to gain the education. But snow geese, because of such large groups, they look out after one another, and it's just. They follow the flock, but it's because they live so long.
Well, you can't shoot a snow goose in the fall, though, can you?
Oh yeah,
you can.
Absolutely. The difference is you'll have a limit in the fall, but in the spring you have a conservation season where there's no. Well, Iowa has a limit, and I don't know if they removed it as 20. But if you pretty much any other state, there's no limit on snow geese. You don't have to have a plug in your shotgun, which when I hunted, we hunted with 9 shells in my gun, and then when you hunt, and you use an electronic collar, which you can't for Canada geese. So it makes a big difference.
So that's why they're smarter, because they have more hunting pressure on them.
More hunting pressure and more advanced type of hunting pressure. These guys are putting out. I just had it. Ryan Knobloch, he's from Iowa, a good friend of mine. They run an outfitting just inside Missouri there. And he stopped by the other night, got some calls, and him and his wife. And he was hurrying getting down, and they hired some young guys to help him. And they're setting out 10,000 full-body decoys, and which probably is going to take them 3 days of working to get them out. But, Canada geese, they don't see that kind of pressure.
Yeah.
They don't see that. And then guys have everything from every vortex type of machine. They got flyers. They got everything they can trying to bring these birds in. And, man, I used to guide them years ago in Missouri and Iowa. And it's work, and it's 7 days a week. You don't even know what day it is. You're up at 4 o'clock every morning setting up these big. Now, we set up 1,500 full bodies. We thought we did something, but we had every spinner, and then you have this electronic collar, and that collar is going off so much that in your sleep you hear snow geese. But because of that, they start adapting to that and catching on. And even to that electronic caller, I was talking with Ryan. He says, we found some things that we're doing a little bit different in electronic calling. And if guys stay tuned to the call radio, our podcast I'm doing with Ryan pretty soon, you'll get to hear that trick that he's doing. But, there's dead zones. We used to set our speakers up off the ground, and I'd set them at 2 o'clock and 10 o'clock at 6 o'clock and kind of angled up at a 45-degree angle. And so when those geese came in, you're trying to keep from getting a dead zone. And you didn't think, well, what's a bird know a difference? But once they hear that, they'll go through and they hit that speaker, bow, you're, and then past that speaker, that sound deadens, it quiets down. Those snow geese, after a while, they'll catch on, and as soon as they hit that dead zone, will pull out of there. And once you get one snow goose pulling out, it's sayonara. And same way when you're hunting a refuge, you might, when we were at Squaw Creek hunting years ago down in Shenandoah, Iowa, there, those in Riverton and all that area, those snow geese, you'll see them when they jump up, and that refuge can hold a Squaw Creek can hold 1 million birds.
Yeah.
And those birds, because of the pressure, were flying 50 miles to feed and 50 miles back because of all that pressure down there in Squaw Creek. Yeah, every field and every guide down there, they learn that. But when those geese get off that and they start coming, they come in strings, man.
Okay.
And you want to get those first ones, because if those first ones blow by you, it's follow the leader.
Yeah. All right, we're visiting with George Lynch from Legendary Gear, and he's our chief honky when it comes to our goose hunting. I didn't do my show script. I said we were going to talk with Chief Honker George Lynch, our favorite honky. But
he's my favorite honky.
Our favorite honky. Hey, if you haven't won anything in the last 4 months, I'm going to take a quick break. You can call during the break. I'm going to give away a pair of Iowa Deer Classic tickets. But I want to make sure we get it to somebody who hasn't won in a while. So make sure you haven't won in a while, at least 4 months. So 244-1350, 244-1350, because Andrew's going to check. And all you got to do is just call in and say hi to Andrew. And just make sure you haven't won in 4 months. So we'll be right back on 1350 ESPN.
Veins are very important to your arrow flight and for consistent grouping. Flex Fletch and its fine lineup of products has been helping archers.
What's up, everybody?
For over 50 years. Silent
Skippy!
Night veins are 30%
like the hat, Skippy?
Much greater taper than veins out there.
I like
this
that hat,
contributes
Skippy.
to a dramatic reduction of in-flight drag. Flex
a pair.
Fletch veins also have
A
the capability
pair, not a
of
4-pack, a
reshaping
pair.
or bounce back after pass-through shots
I gotta
on
stretch 'em
targets
out.
or game. This ensures consistent arrow flight every time. Flex Fletch
Phone's not
offers
lit
a
yet,
variety
really?
of colors, sizes,
gonna
and
say,
styles
man.
for any archer to use in their setup. Whether it's for 3D indoor or hunting, Flex Fletch has the vein for you. To see these great veins and adhesives like Zing or Flex Bond to get a great seal on your arrow when you fletch, go to your local dealer or flexfletch.com. Flex Fletch, proudly made in the USA, based out of Minnesota.
Then you will get the tickets. I just need to get.
Hey students, are you into shooting sports? Well, if you are, have you ever thought about using your passion to help you through college? Grandview
Morning,
University
Brent.
is a small private
How's
college
the pheasant hunting
for
doing,
students
bud?
that have a
You still
passion
going
for
out?
Shooting sports and learning. Grandview University has a shooting sports program that, if you qualify, will give you a guaranteed rate for your whole education while on the shooting team. That means your cost won't go up. You will get to experience a new level of competition and learn in a small class size with the feel of a larger campus with a ton of opportunities. So if you're looking to advance your education and love to shoot, why not shoot for a college program that has produced
Slipping and sliding in the mud. Oh, was I on, did they already air Respect the Game TV, Chris? Was that my Kansas show on? That was a mess, man. That's probably what you're talking about. I sat in the rain for 3 days, man. It was ridiculous. How was the show? Was it good?
Going fishing is something we look forward to all week. We all want to be better at it and use the best gear available. Gear that will help us feel the bite better and give some casting performance. Well, when it comes to sensitivity and longer
did it turn out nice, Chris?
has people talking. Striker rods are scientifically proven to be more sensitive with their unique weave design, as much as 2 times as sensitive as other costly rod brands.
Awesome, thank you. Good morning, Richard.
Will give you up to 26% longer cast to keep your bait in
Boy,
the
Larry
strike
gave
zone
me
longer.
crud for 2 days on that
You
hunt.
work
That
hard
was
for your
he was
money, and they want to
relentless.
give you a rod that will cast longer and let you feel the bite better without putting the bite on your wallet. Striker rods are significantly less than other high-end rods available. They offer a 1-year no questions asked guarantee. Striker rods can be returned for any reason up to 1 year after purchasing. They also come with a limited lifetime warranty. If you want to see what has anglers talking, go check out Trico Rods at Trica.com. That's TRIKA.
Low shot. Oh, you mean my miss?
It was really hectic.
Are you talking about my miss, Chris? I was gonna say, yeah, deer turned on me, man. But I missed one. I missed one by 30 yards. I don't know how. I don't know what I did wrong on that one.
We'll get through it.
Larry said I missed on purpose.
Did you know where the station is here by chance?
In the mood for a great family
Larry
treat
Mack
or a
is
special
tough.
gift idea? Hop on over to the Lollipop
Hey,
store,
well,
located
you've
at
been pretty
647
good at it.
South
There you go, Jeff.
Boulevard in Ankeny.
Well, yeah,
That's where
just,
you'll find
I
over
mean,
30 fresh flavors of the
anytime
most
starting
delicious
Monday,
Iowa grown popcorn in the
best
central Iowa area.
in the
You'll
morning,
love the fresh hot
just because
flavors
a
like
lot of people like to go in
caramel
the
apple,
afternoon.
kettle corn, jalapeno cheddar,
We'll
cheddar cheese,
catch
birthday
you
cake
there,
corn,
and
patriotic
I'll
mix,
hold it up
just to
for 30
name a
days
few.
before.
You'll find something for everyone at Lollipop in Ankeny. Harley and his crew can help you pick out the perfect variety pack, tin or gift package. Lollipop has everything you'll need, from ready-to-eat popcorn to all the fixings to make great popcorn at any event.
Who's
Everyone
that?
loves popcorn, especially when it's from Lollipop. It's the same great popcorn you'll find at the Iowa State Games, locally grown and popped to perfection.
Has it been 4 months for him?
Oh, he literally hasn't called in. I remember him last.
I know he's maybe it was the outdoor call he won.
Yeah, it had to have been on the app if he won anything else. 'Cause last time he called was last year's Deer Classic.
That's fine.
Hello, this is Dave from JLM Shooter Supply in Urbandale. We are a full-service gun shop that specializes in helping you find the right firearm for your needs. We carry new and used firearms for all shooting disciplines, from self-defense to shooting enthusiasts, as well as folks who like to hunt. We have recently expanded our store to better serve your needs. We still accept trades on all types of guns. We'll also look at any firearm you might wish to sell or put on consignment. JLM Shooter Supply carries firearms to meet any budget,
That's one.
and we can even special
Coming
order
back, everybody.
for those who like to add higher-end guns to their collection. JLM also has a full-time gunsmith on board that can help with all your gun repair needs. So from ammo and hearing protection to gun cleaning kits, holsters, and sights, we handle it all at JLM Shooter Supply in Urbandale. Please stop by and see us at 6931 Douglas Avenue in Urbandale, or call us at 515-331-1577. That's 515-331-1577.
You're listening to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN.
All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio on 1350 ESPN, streaming live on the Outdoor Call Radio app Facebook page. Thanks to our friends at Imperial RV Center in Ankeny. Got our favorite honky on, Mr. George Lynch from Legendary Gear, talking a little snow geese. I had Chris tell me that he was watching me on Respect the Game TV this morning. I guess my Kansas hunt aired, George, and I missed a deer probably by 30 yards. That's the thing. If I miss, I'll show it. I still don't understand how I missed that deer. I did something wrong, but I mean, you've been around.
To open your eyes, Dan.
Larry, as Larry or Paul said, I missed that deer on purpose because it wasn't big enough. And it's like, I don't want to brag, but if anything, I'm a pretty good bow shot, and I usually hit what I want, but I don't know if I hit the pin or if I caught something on my jacket because it was raining for 2 days, but yeah, I definitely missed. I was 30 yards short on that deer. I mean, it was a bad miss, but it worked out.
How far was the shot?
It was a 50-yard shot.
Wow.
And I'm usually good out to 60 yards, but I mean, it's just I don't know what I did. I didn't hear. I listened. I didn't hear the arrow hit the blind because I've hit the blind before. But I think I either caught my chair or I caught my jacket or something when I released because, I mean, I had to done something. to miss that bad. But I missed. I swung and missed.
I tell people, Dan, that I am pure murder at 5 yards.
Well, that's a long shot on a whitetail, but I shoot out to 50, 60 yards all the time, George. And I mean, you've been around me enough. I mean, I'm pretty good out there to 50 yards. So
absolutely, good equipment, and it absolutely. Back in when you and I first started, that was wow, that's a long shot. We did that. It used to be. I used to have a saying. That's the difference between archery and bow hunting. Archery is how far I can get from the bullseye and hit it and not miss, and bow hunting was how close I could get and not miss.
Yeah.
But with today's equipment and everything like that, like you said, I practice at 60 yards all the time, and not that I'm trying to shoot whitetails, but if I had that shot, but be shooting at 60 yards in long range, it will magnify your errors, and it really cleans up your form.
Yeah, most of the time I'm 25 yards and in, but it's one of them deals. Chris is saying Larry was putting too much pressure on me. Morning, Gary. Hey, Mountain Man out in Pennsylvania. Good to see you. Rob Orick said to tell you hi, George.
Hey, Rob. How you doing, brother?
Brant says, no, the seasons are all closed. Quail ended on the 31st. I thought I was talking about going to preserves, Brant, but anyway, get out there and let me know. I'll get out there with you sometime, buddy. We'll get out there. I know Raven would probably enjoy that, going pheasant or quail hunting on a practice run. So George, on the snows, hey, Chris, thanks for watching the TV show. I appreciate that. So, taking Dallas out today to shoot a few pheasants on the preserve. There you go, Pete. So, George, when you're calling snows, do you call snows different than you do regular Canadians?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, snows, they just, there's that one sound. If you ever watch Dumb and Dumber, he says, you know what that one sound is? It's annoying. That's a snow goose call. And, it is that barking. But the thing with snow geese, you can't do it in the fall, but in the spring, we're lucky to use an electronic caller, which can be a nemesis, or it could be, it's not good at all. It is, once if you're in a heavy area, and I've seen in the day that, early in the season that the electronic caller would work, but big mistakes people do is overplay it too loud. They blow the geese. Actually, they'll blow them out. In large groups of snow geese, and this is the truth in southern Iowa, I've gotten into such big groups that I've shot 3 times, reloaded, shot again, reloaded, shot again, and groups have just kept coming down because they're so loud. And you look, and of course, when snow geese are tight, excuse me, and you have that extended tube, I've got 8, 9 shells. I'm going to shoot 8, 9 shells, and when they come in so tight, you're pulling that trigger, and it's pop, 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 pop. And we did that, reloaded 3 different times. It's just thousands that were coming in. The caller, a lot of times then, they're not hearing it. But if they come in quiet or in your smaller groups, you got to crank that thing down. And what I like to tell, use the caller for the big groups, and on the smaller groups, like our snowfall call, I tell guys, then use a mouth call, hand call, because, and do the murmuring. That is when snow geese are coming in really close and tight. I've listened to them on the ground, and the ones on the ground, it's just mum, 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 mum. And then all of a sudden the geese will swing out, and you hear them mum, 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 and they just that sound right there. And so when I'm using a hand call, I'm doing a lot of murmuring, which is an aggressive, more of the calling. Totally like you said, and you're going pretty much nonstop on that call. And we're Canada geese and ducks, and so you would tell people, I'll run the call and hit them on the sides and hit them at the rear. And when geese and all that stuff, I don't get, when they're coming to you, you're not really getting crazy because you're trying to finesse them. Snow geese isn't a finesse. It's large groups. They want to hear that noise and let them come. Again, if they're coming in and they're that big group and they're so loud, once you get that first group dumping in, and just let them come.
So, like a Canadian's like, wah, wah. and I'm doing this, I again, but a Canadian or a snow goose doesn't sound like a Canadian at all.
No, let me.
Morning, Sean. Good morning, Rick. Good morning, Jeff.
We're. I see Diane. I got one. We're our snowfall calls.
Well, you own you own a waterfowl call company. You'd figure you'd have a call handy.
They do. They're going good right now, and I just I'm going to get one for you here, and you're going to hear the difference. I'm going to go in a different room so my wife doesn't load the shotgun, but I'll give you the difference in sound.
Okay. Sounds like a Bigfoot.
Yeah, that's the snow goose.
Okay.
And that murmuring I told you, I'll do some of the barking, but I really do more of the aggressive and the murmuring. And really, it's a hand call is a good way to finish them in tight. When they're, like you said, they'll catch on to that electronic. An electronic call has different verbiage. I mean, it's a different sound than if you start hitting that hand call.
Yeah. No, I believe you. You got it. You going to do the murmur real quick?
You didn't hear it?
Oh, that was the murmur? I thought that was a Bigfoot scream. I'm sorry. I'm just teasing. I'm just teasing you. I couldn't do half of that. I still sound like a wounded seal when I'm trying to use a mouth call for turkey. So that's what it is. So, well, that's exciting. I talked to Kent. Kent was out with Philip Vanderpool at Triple H in Kansas. They were filming a waterfowl hunt. I don't know if it was Canadians or Snows, but they just finished up. So
they were hunting Canada. Kent called me yesterday.
Did he?
Yeah, I was doing calls, and he was. Of course, Kent. They were tearing them up, and they were just the geese didn't have a chance.
Yeah, yeah. I always say. I told him. I said, "Well, how bad did they not tip you since you didn't get any in or anything? What are you talking about? We limited out." I said, "Well, if you were calling, I don't see how that's possible."
Ryan had to be there. I was going to ask him. I didn't hurt his feelings if Ryan was there.
He was on me. He goes, "Yeah, you just wait till turkey season. I'm coming back out guiding for Donovan." I said, "Well, first of all, I'm going to where I always go, so you're not guiding me. And second of all, you're not even going to be anywhere near where I'm turkey hunting because I don't want the schlep rock effect on my hunt."
Yeah, he wanted to know if I'm going to be at the Deer Classic again. I said, absolutely. He said, it's our favorite show. And he said, Donovan's going to be there. He knows you. And we were talking about, he says, can you tune him up a goose call and a duck call?
Yeah.
And I said, absolutely. Yeah, we'll get him a duck call and goose call tuned up.
Yeah. All right. You guys are going to have your own booth again?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Booth spaces, die.
All right. Well, you have to come over because Todd Rupert's coming from Rupert's Roost and Peace Turkey Calls, and you and Todd would really hit it off. You guys are a lot alike. So.
Yeah, I think I know Todd. Todd and I have spoke there at the shows before. He's a heck of a caller.
Yeah, you guys are just good people, and I know you guys would enjoy having a conversation. You guys would enjoy having a beer together. I'm just telling you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, not a root beer because we don't drink.
Yeah, I enjoy a root beer with anybody, Dan.
I know. So, all right, I gotta go. But before I do, how's the Bigfoot activity down there? Have you had any more encounters? Are they still chasing your horses? What's going on?
We've seen these 10-foot gray men going around. The Bigfoot. I don't know if they're related to the Bigfoot, but now we're chasing 10-foot gray men.
I don't know what you're eating on your salads, but I at least you're happy.
Dan, I got to tell you a quick story. And this, folks, is no lie. This is the honest truth. My wife is, straight. Dan will tell you she's honest, as straight as they come. But when we got into that second snow squall that came, that storm that we had the first snow, then the second, and they came down here, and it was the hardest snow I've ever seen here. And of course, where we live, right off Raffin, we live in the middle of nowhere, so we have no artificial lighting. We see every star. It's dark. The heat lighting's gorgeous. Well, Diane wakes me up about 3 a.m. She says, "You got to see this. This is the craziest thing. I don't know. It's Nephilims, if it's aliens, but." And it was cool. I did look out, and there were these columns of light. It was across the lake, and I couldn't tell you how far, but we could see them, and it was huge columns, so it wasn't like flashlights.
Were they glowing?
They went from the ground and went straight vertical into the air, and it was the brightest part of the light would be on the ground, and then it just, the diameters had to be huge, but they were from the west all the way to the east as far as we could see, and they were staggered across. And my entire life, I've never seen anything like that. And I said, what's really weird is that they happen through the camouflage of all the snow, because in a regular bright night, you'd have seen it but it was massive. Never seen anything like that. 3 a.m. There's no whole houses over there.
Yeah.
No airport, but it was total crazy.
That's crazy. I got to go. I'm so late for a break. You're going to get me in big trouble. Hey, thank you for coming on this morning. We love you.
I love you too, man.
And if someone wants to get more info on Legendary Gear Goose calls, what can they do?
They go to legendarygearusa.com. They can look it up. My phone number's on there. I put my personal phone number on there. People can reach out if they want to talk to me about what call to get.
Yeah. All right. Well, you have Diane. Why don't you go make Diane some blueberry pancakes or something?
I'm just getting ready to ask her to make me some. So thanks a lot.
Hey, I'll talk to you soon, George. Let me know if you need anything, pal.
All right, buddy. Same here. Bye-bye.
There he goes, George Lynch, everybody. What a fine feller he is. Him and Diane both are good people. All right, I'm late for a break. We'll be right back on 1350 ESPN. Yeah, we went way long on content on that one.
Do you like to go fishing, or have you
I'm like 2 big breaks behind. Morning, Jeffy. It could be the Aurora Borealis. Did you turn the phone off?
Okay. Wave Whackers has been the choice for anglers on all sorts of boats to help keep wakes and water spray off of them and their fishing buddies while back trolling or just being on the water. Wave Whackers are
custom made. You turn those headphones up. Are they all the way up?
They're made from a 1/4-inch tinted polycarbonate, heavy-duty aluminum frames, extruded rubber for superior protection from unwanted water in your boat. Wave Whackers are custom made to fit most fishing boats, including tillers or consoles. So when you hit the water next time, don't let the water hit you back. Let Wave Whackers keep you dry and secure. Check them out at wavewhackers.com.
Oh, George, he's the waterfowl guy. He's really good at water ducks and geese and everything. He can tune a good waterfowl call for sure.
Heading to your favorite outdoor spot? Is your hunting, fishing, or utility knife ready for any task? Well, if you used the original Work Sharp knife and tool sharpener before you left, you bet they are. The Work Sharp knife and tool sharpener is designed to sharpen.
What's everybody doing today? I know mountain men, them guys are probably checking traps.
The sharpening system is able to sharpen a variety of knives, including curved and serrated knives, tonto blades, fillet knives,
fishing reports aren't too bad in Iowa.
Even kitchen knives. The Work Sharp knife and tool sharpener does this with precision angle sharpening guides and flexible abrasive belts to ensure the proper 20-degree angle every time. Each Work Sharp knife and tool sharpener is assembled in the USA by a family-owned and operated company.
Well, George wants to give away a goose call.
So if you love the outdoors and depend on a sharp knife, consider checking out one of the Work Sharp knife and tool sharpeners or the Work Sharp guided field sharpener at a store near you, or anytime at WorkSharpTools.com. That's WorkSharpTools.com.
Hey guys, Jackie Bushman here with Buckmasters. When it comes to food plot seed and deer feed, the Mississippi-based
Morning, Roger. What's up there going on there up in New York?
Food plot blends like Trophy Acre, Lazy Acre, Clover Deluxe, and the popular
Trapping,
Dixie
Jeff's
6 to their
trapping.
attractants like Game Changer, Sweet Stuff, and Buck Robber. The best way to put it is, if you're not using Backwoods Attraction products, you
better hope your neighbor isn't either. From small to large acreage, Backwoods Attraction has the feed and seed perfect for your hunting property. So do yourself a favor and swing by and support your local co-op or farm supply store and ask for Backwoods Attraction to set yourself up for a successful fall.
If you're into cooking,
Tell you what, I'll give that away next week on the app. We'll do a secret listener contest for you'll get your own personally tuned snow goose call from Legendary Gear. It's called the Squall. So we'll make that the prize for the week next week. That's what we'll do. So just listen to the app, like I've got the app open right here, and just send me a screenshot of whatever show's playing right there, and then email that to me, and I'll put you in the drawing. Easy peasy. Gotta go, headed for the bottling room. Hank, tell everybody hi for me.
Spicing up kitchens and grills all across the country. Look for High Mountain Seasonings at Sportsman's Warehouse or at your favorite grilling retailer. Or go to HIMTNJerky.com for recipes and to find the closest store near you. High Mountain Seasonings has everything you need to make your game or favorite grilling meats taste great.
You're ready for your next outdoor adventure. Wouldn't it be nice to have high-definition footage as a time in the outdoors? Well, Tacticam's been helping hunters do that very thing.
Look at that dip net. Isn't that cool? That's the Cadillac of bait buckets right there, or the bait caddy. Made in the good old US of A, made in Minnesota.
30 seconds, and then you can go about it in a couple minutes.
There you go, Jeff. Say that again.
You do probably comfortably 3 to 4 minutes. And then
Take another break? Okay. Georgie got me behind.
Don't forget to take your Tacticam camera. You'll be able to relive your trips like never before. Tacticam.com for more info.
This is the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on Des Moines Sports Leader, 1350 ESPN.
All right, we got the big Tacticam Gearhead Turkey Challenge coming up for turkey hunts. You got a chance at a $1,600 turkey hunt to Slim Knox County Whitetails in Missouri, thanks to our buddy Chris. And why am I hearing an echo? You got another mic on?
you turned yours up.
Did I? Okay, I'm going to turn that down a little. We got a $1,600 3-day guided turkey hunt to Slim Knox County Whitetails in Missouri, thanks to Chris and his family. Got a DSD decoy to throw in there, a Rupert's Roost and Peace turkey pack, Tacticam camera, and some other fine stuff. So here's what you do. You just film your turkey hunts this spring and email me a 30 or 60-second clip of your hunt. It could be the turkeys, if you don't get the shot, you could be just have them sputting around the decoys or whatever. As long as you give me a 30-second clip, that's all I need, and I'll put you in a drawing, and then at the end of turkey season, I will draw a winner. If you shoot it with a gearhead bow, you're going to get extra points. I'm just telling you right now. So it pays to shoot a gearhead. So it'll be a couple $1,000 prize. It's kind of, a little fun. And then, hey, wait till the fall. We do that doe patrol contest. That's going to be a lot of fun, too. Hey, did you hear Wisconsin's looking at shooting does down in certain counties? They're not going to let you shoot antlerless deer in Wisconsin. And they set up to 4 years. How about that? I saw a news clip on that. I'm going to have to check that story out, make sure what's going on. Secret listener winner of the week from the Outdoor Call Radio app is Jacob Williams in Ames, Iowa. Jacob won a 4-pack to the Iowa Deer Classic. So congratulations, Jacob. That's awesome. Let me see. Do I got to take a break now? Or what?
Got a couple minutes.
I got a couple minutes. Let me do the fishing reports brought to you by the Bait Caddy. That's our buddy Bob up in Minnesota, the Bait Caddy. We're going to give that away today, too. All right, Black Hawk Lake, ice thickness is 8 inches near Ice House Point. Black crappie bite is fair. Waxies and crawlers on a jig are producing the best bite on the crappies. Walleye are fair. Try minnows or crawlers on a jigging spoon. Yellow perch are fair using waxies or small minnows. Storm Lake, ice thickness is 8 to 12 inches. Ice conditions are variable. Continue to deteriorate with the warmer weather. Use caution to venture out. Check ice thickness often. Clear Lake, ice thickness is 4 to 10 inches. Ice conditions will change daily. Water safety gear and check ice thickness as you go. Clear Lake has a protected slot on walleye. All walleye between 17 and 22 inches must be immediately released unharmed. No more than one walleye longer than 22 inches may be taken per day. Black crappie bite is slow, gills are slow, and use caution near the rushes. Ice conditions, they can deteriorate quickly. All right, let me take a break. I'll be right back on 1350 ESPN. I'll finish up the fishing reports, and we got another hour of outdoor power to throw at you. We'll be right back on 1350.
Trails are not always easy. That's why your boots need to fit and perform when you're outdoors. Itasca Footwear has been helping folks on their adventures for over 40 years. Yeah. Itasca learned over the years that using only the highest quality materials and hardware is the way to make footwear
it's just not printing. It needs to be. I got to do that cleaning. Yeah, reset the cleaner. Clean your head.
Itasca Footwear will provide you not only a great fit, but comfort for all-day adventures. Itasca has sizes and styles for the whole family. You want to give them the same comfort and fit that you look.
Hard to believe the Deer Classic's in 3 weeks, isn't it? I'm telling you.
Trusted by millions of
it's coming quick.
At most major and family-owned retails. For more information or footwear styles, please go to www.itascabrands.com. Itasca Footwear. They will keep you on the move.
Do you love hearing that old Tom sound off while you're in the field? Well, then you need to check out Alive Action Decoys. Hey guys, it's Outdoors Dan here. Alive Action Decoys are one of the most realistic decoy systems you can deploy while you're in the field turkey hunting. Wade and Teresa Goddard start with a Dave Smith Gobbler decoy and then apply their patented system that allows you to raise your decoy's tail fan up and down, move it side to side, and even... Brandon says the turkeys are beating each other up this morning here where he's at. Are so amazingly lifelike. Well, it's February. Them toms are always ready. We're a long way away from the hens being ready, though. For more information about Alive I'm just glad you're seeing turkeys, Brandon. Good morning, old buddy. Todd Rupert, everybody. 626. Take it from me, Outdoors Dan. They're going to help you be more successful in the field this year.
Let's talk about a story, an Iowa story about a dream that took several years to come true in Osceola, Iowa. It's the story of Revelton Distilling Company. These fine distilled whiskeys, gins, and vodkas were born from the labor of Rob and Christina Taylor. It's amazing hearing the customers' descriptions of how unique each bottle looks and how each spirit tastes and satisfies with every sip.
I bet he's working. That boy works more than anybody. Are you working?
American gin or vodka.
You driving, or what you have to do? Are you? Yeah. Hey, do you notice that green sweatshirt I have on today? On the live.
They're located at 1400 West Clay Street.
Yeah, do you see how nice that Rupert's Roost and Peace logo would look on a nice green, something that you could wear for like casual dress. It's not black. Wouldn't that just pop on the live streams, Todd?
Or just time to sit back and unwind. Well, it's time for a Revelton moment.
Hey, I'll pay for it. Yeah. I'll pay for it. I'll give you the money.
Just can't figure him out. Have you heard of Pure Whitetail? Pure Whitetail can help.
Well, there you go. You know, I can send $15 your way.
Pure Whitetail has some of the best deer scents you can.
That's not a problem. Anything for you, buddy. Yeah, and I've already bought six boxes of Pop-Tarts, so breakfast is on me at the Deer Classic every day. I tell you, and I got Pop-Tarts. I didn't get the generic brand. Nothing but the best for you, buddy. Yeah. All right, I just want to call and harass you. Thank you. Have a nice day, okay? Bye-bye. Oh, Todd Rupert, he's good people. I'm always giving him trouble. There's certain people that you just love. He gives it back as much as I give him, though.
Taping your own hunts is an exciting way to capture the
Whoever wins those Rupert Roost and Peace turkey packs are going to have one of the funnest springs you've ever had. The thing about Todd's turkey calls, it can take an average caller like me and make me even sound even better. They're super easy to run. Great calls. And he's so picky about his calls. You know, it doesn't go out the door if it's just not right.
Stiff Arm Elite. They're made of high-quality aluminum
I thought this was the last one.
depending on what you choose. For ground blind hunters, there's the
How'd I get so far behind? George. Talking to George. I love George.
It was great. It was great.
It's like Ted Nugent, man. You talk to Teddy, ask Teddy a question, you're not going to get to say anything for 25 minutes. That's just the way it is.
Not a bad thing.
No, it's a good radio.
This season, check out FourthArrowCameraArms.com.
It does, Jeff. Brandon says the pecking order is getting handed out. All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio. Big show, a shout out to the headband man, Mr. Roland D. Roland's out in Vegas doing the big indoor archery tournament right now. He shot a 300. I think that was his first 300. So I hope I got that right. So congratulations, Roland. He's shooting out at Archery Field and Sports. And they're calling him the headband man because he's wearing a headband. So congratulations. All right, I'm gonna give away another set of tickets when we go to break again. So just make sure you haven't won anything in the last 4 months. I'm trying to spread them out, make sure everybody gets a chance to win something. They are the best calls ever. Pete the Donut Man, Ariotti says from Daylight Donuts. We need one of them packs because I need all the help I can get. I'm telling you, Scott, they're great. They're great turkey calls, man. And his box calls are just phenomenal. All right, 7:55. I got all the big ones in, right?
Yeah, I got a couple minutes left.
I got 2 minutes.
Well, despite the early flurry of activity, you actually have technically 2 minutes if you'd like to go ahead.
Well, no, that's good because I'm just trying to talk to.
I just don't know how you did it.
Thank you, Pete Ariotti. Oh, don't say thank to me, Rupert. Yeah, thank Pete the Donut Man, but don't say Outdoors Dan. Thank you for those glowing endorsements, those fine words, my buddy. Yeah, don't thank me. Yeah, boy, I see how it is.
So where's my Daylight Donuts?
You know, I'm trying to get Pete to get Daylight Donuts to sponsor the show. They've got a store here, and you know we cover most of the Midwest. You know, I'm just telling you, those maple bacon Long Johns.
Those are it. That's like
heaven. Oh, I'm telling you what, I never seen donuts destroyed so fast in my life as those crew from New York. When he brought in those 20 boxes of donuts or whatever to Triple H, them donuts were gone. I had one guy just shoving them in, man. It looked like a big old bear. I mean, it was.
Got to get them while you can.
I'm just telling you, they're good stuff.
They may have never seen them.
You know, and see, I want to get Daylight Donuts on as a partner so we can do the big donut hunt contest.
We've already got it set.
I got things I want to do, but I got to get the guy to call me back. And
sweet talk him.
Yeah,
come on, man.
I sent him a nice, elegant email. You know, that's all I can do. Haven't heard back.
You got to ramp it up.
I'm telling you. They just don't know what you're missing. Roger's laughing out loud. Roger, am I lying? I'm not lying. You were there. You seen it. It was like darn Donut Geddon, man.
Donut Geddon.
It was like it was like the Tasmanian devil windmill swirl, man. Them donuts never had a chance. I mean,
never had a
chance. Never had a chance. All right, I'm gonna get out of here for 2 minutes, and then we'll be back for hour number 2. If you want to call during the break, we'll take the first caller. 244-1350-515. Just make sure you can pick the tickets up. I'll give you a pair of tickets to the Deer Classic. Please just make sure you haven't won the last 4 months. We're just trying to make sure everybody gets a chance to get in. Okay? We'll be right back on 1350.
If bow hunting or archery is your passion,
no lying, they were amazing. I told you, Raj.
Archery Field and Sports has been helping archers.
I'm telling you, man. The glazed donuts are good. Those bacon. I know it doesn't sound right. Yeah. Bacon maple long johns, but I'm telling you what. You pop one in your mouth. It's unbelievable how good they are. I'm just telling you. And the bear claws, cinnamon buns. It's all good. It's all good.
They also have a 40-yard indoor range that will help you with getting sighted in. Archery Field and Sports has leagues and personal training sessions available.
Oh, Roger.
That'll help you fill your tags. Archery Field and Sports.
Man, deer season's a long way away, Raj. You know it? I can't believe deer season went that quick, man. Isn't that crazy?
For more
Crazy.
Go to archeryfield.com or call 515-265-6251.
And I assume you know where the station is
Got
here by chance, Tom?
crappie fishing and walleye fishing, turkey season. And then we got 2 months of nothing. 2 months of absolute nothing. I can go bass fish, I guess.
On Monday, and if you get a chance,
They are fantastic. My wife is a supervisor at the headquarters. Well, Scotty, have your wife put a word in for us, buddy. Come on. We need to be donutting it up.
But again, congrats here.
Yeah.
We'll have them.
If you like tasty snacks, Daryl does
I know that store in Kansas and Missouri, those stores there rock, man.
cheese and spice combinations. They do a ton of deer each year at the Milo Locker.
Thank you, Scott. If we get them on, Larry McCoy gets a donut card. Them poor stars ain't going to know what hit them. Larry will be in there scarfing 2 hands at a time.
942-6231. And you're on your way to some great eating.
Hey America, when you barbecue, cookies is the one. Lots of flavor, lots of goodness. Thick and rich, lots of fun. Hey America.
I mentioned Three Rivers?
Yeah.
I did. But I didn't do the spot, did I?
Correct.
Yeah. I'm slipping. Uh-oh, I got a trail cam picture.
KRNT Des Moines is 102.1 FM and 1350 ESPN, Des Moines sports leader.
And that was gone!
A Des Moines radio group station.
This is the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on Des Moines sports leader, 1350 ESPN.
All right, welcome back to hour number 2. Hour number 2 is brought to you by the fine folks at Gearhead Archery, made in Wisconsin. Skippy Peterson, check them out at gearheadarchery.com. I didn't do the Three Rivers spot at the beginning because I was so excited about having George Lynch on. Three Rivers Boat and RV Storage. Raven and I were just there yesterday. Went and got my trailer because I had to take the Polaris down to get its first oil change and all that other fun stuff. But, you know, if you go to Three Rivers Boat and RV Storage, they're going to give you a 12 by 50 assigned spot. You get secure gates 24/7, easy in, easy out, security cameras, and they'll take great care of you. The place is always nice and clean. I haven't had any issues there. I've been there a couple of years now, and they just they do great stuff. So if you're looking for a place to store your boat, camper, trailer, or whatever, give Tracy, Dick, or Danielle a call at 515-822-1362, and they'll take good care of you, I promise. And they'll take good care of you. So did we get a caller for the tickets? Did you? Mm-hmm. So we got 2 pairs gone?
Correct.
Who was our second winner?
Tom.
Tom?
Yep.
Tom who?
Tom Herman.
Tom Herman. Really? Tom Herman? Is that really is that a good name, Tom Herman?
As far as I know, it's quite legitimate, yes.
It's not somebody calling in facetiously?
No facetious callers.
Fictitiously?
No fictitious callers either.
All right, let me
We're
finish.
genuine here.
Let me finish the fishing reports here. Spirit Lake, the lake is partially ice covered. It's fully ice covered, I'm sorry. Ice thickness is between 9 and 12 inches. In most areas, ice can be highly variable, though. Beware of large heaves. Black crappie bite's good. Minnows and plastics working well. Many nice-sized fish have been seen lately. Bluegills are fair. Walleye are good. West Okoboji, the lake is fully iced. Ice conditions are variable to 5 to 11 inches. Foot traffic and small ATV use should be okay in most areas. Use caution, though. Black crappie bite is fair. Small jigs tip with a minnow or a waxy. Bluegill good. Pumpkin seed good. Walleyes are good. Yellow perch are fair. 12-mile ice thickness is 9 inches off the main boat ramp. Black crappie bite is fair. Try jigs tip with a waxy or minnows in the flooded timber area. Try to catch crappie of all sizes. Bluegills are slow. Some gills are 8.5 inches up with jigs tipped with a waxworm fished on the flooded timber. Yellow perch are slow. Big Creek, ice thickness is about 10 inches. Ice conditions are deteriorating, though. Be careful. Black crappie bite is fair, and glow jigs and glow spoons baited with waxies or minnows are producing the best bite. So there you go. All right, there's my fishing report for the week, brought to you by the Bait Caddy. Thanks to Bob and everybody up there in Minnesota. The Bait Caddy. How about that?
Bait Caddy.
I'm telling you what, I can't wait to use that this year. That's going to be, I'll be able to separate my shiners, my leeches. I could use crawfish in that thing. It's got that really nice little aerated system to let the water flow. Once it fills, it floats. It's got a really, see, there's no cheap parts on this. This is all made in the States, all made in Minnesota. So you got your nice minnow lit, you got your nice little dipping net that's got a float there, and I'm just telling you what, UV treated plastic, so don't have to worry about it cracking or fading or anything like that, getting sun damage. That's a good system right there, folks. Iowa Deer Classic is March 1st through the 3rd. It's going to be at the Iowa Event Center. You're going to be able to see Respect the Game TV. We're going to have a booth there. The Outdoor Call Radio is going to be right next to that. We'll have our booth doing the show live, and we're going to have a lot of deals for the listeners at the booth. We're going to have little QR codes that you can come by and scan with your phone to get discounts on certain sponsor partners. We're going to have a contest. I got to figure out what the contest is going to be, but we're gonna have some fun stuff for you. And then Todd Rupert's Roost and Peace Turkey Call booth is going to be right next to Russ as well. So we'll have 3 good booths to visit with you. So there you go. Is the bait bucket like a gallon size? Doesn't really tell me if it's a gallon size, but I would say it's almost a gallon size. I mean, it's pretty big, Jeff. I mean, that's going to hold as many shiners what size. What I'm going to do, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. See, I have a bunch of my friends that bait or fish off the bank. This is perfect for just putting it on a line. It's got a little line holder in the handle there. You just throw it into the lake when you're fishing on the bank. This is perfect for letting it troll alongside of you in a kayak or a canoe. I'm going to put it in my live well in my boat, and that way I'll be able to keep my leeches or my shiners all alive and fresh, because it's good. The water flow through those little vents are going to keep all that water running through, which is nice, and keep them highly oxygenated and viable. So it's a great system. Like I said, I was very impressed with it when Bob got a hold of me. Otherwise, I wouldn't be promoting it. Just telling you. Tell you what, go to baitcaddy.com, Jeff. Baitcaddy.com, and look them up online, and all the specs and everything will be there for you to check out. Looks nice, I will have one. Well, there you go, Jeff, and I appreciate that, and so does Bob. Tell Bob I sent you. Let's see so the Deer Classic's going on. I believe the live action decoys will be there. Wade and Teresa usually have a booth in there towards the back there. And if you haven't seen those decoy systems, they are some of the best decoy systems out there. He's really got a phenomenal system. So go check that out. Actually, that's what Pete the Donut Man Ariotti, he had a Jake steak last year from Live Action Decoys, and he shot a turkey with it. Good things over there. DNR set public meetings to recap huntings seasons, discuss possible rule changes. They're hosting a series of town hall style meetings where local staff will provide updates on recently completed hunting and trapping seasons, discuss possible rule changes, hunting, trapping, regs, and other topics. They want people to come out to these meetings, says Todd Bishop, who is the chief of the Iowa DNR Wildlife Bureau. These meetings are open to the public. They want your feedback on what you're seeing out in the woods, and talk about what's important to you on the rule changes and regs that you would like to see. I'm going to give you a list of the dates. Algona is going to. These are going to be February 20th. Algona, Bloomfield, Boone, Council Bluffs, Des Moines, Maquoketa, Okoboji, Wapello is all on February 20th. Okay. Sheridan's going to be February 21st. Creston is February 21st. Iowa City, Lakeview, Perry. That's where Andrew lives. Perry. Mm-hmm. Toledo, Waverly, Decorah is going to be the 22nd, and so is Ottawa and Ventura. So go check out those meeting places, and I'm telling you, they want your feedback. It's important to them. All right, I'm going to do a little trivia. This is going to be for the bait system bucket. Make sure you haven't won the last 4 months. You got to call. You got to get on the show on this one. I want to hear from you. 244-1350. This is for the bait caddy system. The nice, elegant bait caddy system. For all your fishing needs, Bait Caddy will help you achieve. There you go. I want to know, what is the smartest goose? George just talked about this like 20 minutes ago, 15, 20 minutes ago. In his opinion, which one's the smartest goose? If you know the answer, 515-244-1350. If you haven't won in the last 4 months, call me. And I'll give you a hint. That's what we talked about for 25 minutes. Actually, it was like 40 minutes.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of time. You stretched that hour.
It wasn't just 20, it was like 40. So if you listen to the first part of the show, you're going to know the answer to that.
Oh, for sure.
What's the matter?
For sure. No, nothing.
You got that worried look there for a second.
No, I'm good.
515-244-1350. What is George's opinion is the smartest goose? And I'll give you the hint. The season's coming up. We just talked about this. Easy.
Stop giving them hints.
You know, I think I make them too easy, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I think I do.
You add the hints onto it.
Well, it's one of them deals, man. Man, I had a chance to go out to JLM, and I've been wanting a 10 millimeter for a while, and they had a 10 mil Glock 20, and inside that I said, let me see that, and it had a green dot on it, for shooting, and I said I want that, so I went and traded some of my other guns, and I got Dallas gave me a great deal on a trade-in, and I bought that Glock 20. Well, this is I don't know if anybody knows this yet or not, because I don't think we made the announcement, but JLM Shooter Supply has purchased Crossroads shooting range over in Johnston. So Dave owns both of those businesses now. So I went over and I saw Tina and Ethan. And I went ahead and I paid. I filled out my waiver, and I paid for my range time. I bought a pack of 10 millimeter rounds. Got my hearing protection. A target went in there, and I'm going to tell you something. I was stacking that 7 yards and 10 yards. I was really happy with the way that gun shot. I was stacking them, man. I was hitting hole for hole.
There you go.
And I'm not the greatest shot with a gun. Well, if you watch the TV show, you're going to say that about the bow now.
I was just about to say.
Yeah, but I mean, I was that green dot makes a huge difference when you're shooting. But it was fun, man. I love shooting. I don't get to shoot my guns as much as I want to, but yeah, that was that 10 mil, man. I was stacking them. Even my son was impressed when I showed him my target. Let's go see what Chris is up to today on the show. Hi, Chris.
Hi, Dan. How are you?
I'm good. Where you at? Where you listening at?
I'm here in New Jersey.
Okay. Well, you're gonna have to come to Des Moines to pick this up. You gonna drive out to Des Moines?
Oh. For the caddy?
Yep. So you better wait until we can do something we can send you. Okay.
All right, that works.
All right, Chris. I appreciate it, though, buddy.
Yep.
Hey, is this Chris DeMont?
Sure is.
Yeah. So, what did they show me falling down the bank when I went to pull that deer?
Oh yeah, absolutely. You were slipping and sliding up the back. Actually, it showed Larry pulling you up with it.
Larry actually had to pull me up the bank. I couldn't get up the bank. It was so greasy. I said, Larry, I can't. He goes, give me your dang hand. That was not fun.
It looked like he was using the bow.
Oh, it was. Well, he did use the bow to pull me up, I think. Yeah. So it was that's all right. I don't mind people laughing with me or at me.
No, it was a good show, bud.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate that, Chris. Yeah. Hey, on the app and stuff, I can send it to you on the radio station. If I do it, I have to have you come and get it. Okay.
Gotcha. No problem.
All right, buddy. Thank you, Chris.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right. There goes Chris. We love Chris. Chris is a good guy. All right. I think we got another contestant here. Andrew's got me lined up.
We got Mike.
Let's go say hi to Mike. Mike, good morning, Mike.
Good morning, Dan. How's everybody doing?
We're good. Where are you at today?
I'm in the north side of Des Moines.
North side of Des Moines. Anything shaking over there?
Oh, got grandparent duty, watching two of the oldest grandsons this morning, and Went to the RV show yesterday and packing up and going north to Red Lake ice fishing tomorrow.
Oh, there you go. Did you get a chance to see Imperial RV out there? Was Zach and Denise taking care of everybody?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they do a good show out there. They we love Imperial RV. You want to shoot it? You want to take a shot at this bait caddy system?
You betcha.
I'm telling you what, you're gonna love this thing if you win. What according to George Lynch, our buddy, our resident waterfowl professional, what's the smartest goose?
That would be that wonderful snow goose that
Like
likes to fly in masses.
Yeah, there you go. Ding, ding, ding. That pays the lesson, doesn't it, Mike?
It sure does.
All right, buddy. We'll call you after the show. Congratulations.
All right. Thank you, Dan. You guys have a great day.
You too, Mike. Appreciate you listening. Thank you. Yeah. Now, see, I feel bad for Chris now. Chris, make sure you enter in the secret listener contest.
And give Dan a lot of guilt there. You know,
Yeah.
Well,
it's a random draw. I mean, I put everybody, however many people send me a screenshot, and then what I do is I write everybody down 1 through 30 or 40, whatever it is, 50, 60.
Yep.
And then I take them, and then I put there's a random generator thing that I have on the website, and then I'll pick a number between 1 and 10, or I'll have Jenny pick a number between 1 and 10, and however many that is, I'll hit that random number generator that many times, and whatever number spits out, that's who wins. I mean, that's as fair as I can make it.
Has she ever said 25?
No, I keep it between 1 and 10 because I don't want to be sitting there clicking all day. No, I got stuff to do, man.
I would. Jenny say 25 next time. Yeah.
Yeah, she made a good steak and dinner last night. Boy, it was good. Steak and button mushrooms and baked potatoes.
Yeah.
Man, that was good. Yep. Speaking of good, Dr. Scott Obi-Wan Kenobi Iggy. That's a good dentist right there. That's why I can eat a steak, because my chompers are in good shape, thanks to everybody there at Advanced Family Dentistry. At 907 North Ankeny Boulevard, I was there, dropped some stuff off for the man, the Jedi dentist he is the other day. If you're new to the area, or you're just looking for a new dentist, you want to find somebody that's nice, gentle, will take great care of you. All the staff are nice. Well, I would tell you that Advanced Family Dentistry is a place to go. You can find them. They've been voted best dentist in Ankeny, I don't know how many times, like 30,000. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, it keeps on going.
Yeah, absolutely. 515-964-1490, 515-964-1490. If you're looking for a new dentist, that's the place to go. Check them out anytime online at ankenysmiles.com. And when you leave, they should say, may the floss be with you.
The floss will be with you.
Yeah, whatever.
Always.
They didn't tell me that yesterday. I said, hey, aren't you going to say, may the floss be with me?
Damn.
Morning, Paula.
I know you're not the only one to say that.
No, I'm telling you, they should have big signs up. I would make a neon.
It's a movement waiting to happen.
I don't get it. I just don't get it. All right, 8:16 and some change. I'm going to take another break. If you want to call in, I'm going to give one more pair of tickets away to the Iowa Deer Classic. Just make sure you haven't won anything in the last 4 months. Just trying to give everybody a chance because, we hit so many people, and we want everybody to have a chance to call in and win. All right, so just trying to spread the wealth. 244-1350. Just make sure you're in the area to come and pick them up, and we'll go from there. It's going to be March 1st through the 3rd. The biggest outdoor event in the state of Iowa is the Iowa Deer Classic. We'll be right back on 1350 ESPN.
Is it time
Thank
to
you,
get
Paul.
your carpet looking like it did when you first moved in? Or have you had some water issues that need to be taken care of in your home or business? Well, if you call Jesse at Richard Remediation and Cleaning in Ankeny, Iowa, Jesse has been helping folks get their carpets, upholstery, tile, and grout looking great again since he learned from his father on how to take care of customers. Richard Remediation and Cleaning can handle any size job, from a single home to multi-unit apartments or offices. They offer first responders and military discounts.
I don't care if you want to switch it.
So if you need help at home or work getting
Plug
things
my
back
computer
together
back
or
in, though.
cleaning up after the
Hey, my
pet
battery's
that made a
almost dead.
mistake,
Did
pick
you
up
not
the
unplug
phone
that in?
and call 319-469-2121.
So you're gonna need to
That's
pull the chair over.
319-400-6921. Or look them up on Facebook at Richard Remediation and Cleaning. One call cleans it all.
Man, I'm glad I saw that because I almost lost my whole battery.
Or call 400-6921.
Hey, are you in the market for a new RV this year? Here's a place to help you start looking for that new travel partner for your next vacation or outdoor adventure. Head on over to the friendly folks at Imperial RV Center in Ankeny. Imperial RV has been serving Iowa camping enthusiasts for 50 years. They carry pull-behind or fifth-wheel RVs from Sprinter, Hideout, Passport, and Alpine. They now carry SMC horse trailers that have built-in living quarters for rodeo and horse lovers. Imperial RV also features a full-service center.
Yes, we will be giving away some range time passes this year for Crossroads.
To help you with all your financing needs. They also
Already
have
in the
a
works there,
full-service parts
Ben.
department for anything you might need to keep your camper going. They're open
Have
Monday through
fun.
Saturday, located at 1727 South Ankeny Boulevard in Ankeny, Iowa. Please call them at 515-964.
I know one thing, ammo is just not cheap. I don't care where you go, ammo is not cheap to buy.
That's ImperialRVCenter.com.
You find it on sale, I would tell you to stack it in.
Memories to last a lifetime.
You were hunting.
Because I got a feeling ammo is just not going to get any cheaper.
Burying its head into your flesh. You can't feel the bite, and you may or may not find the tick. In the coming weeks, you may or may not notice a red ring around the bite. Shortly thereafter, you may or may not get really sick. Your doctor
Did we
may
give the
or
other
may not
tickets
test
away?
you for Lyme disease.
Did somebody call in for the
May
tickets?
not detect it, meaning you may or may not get the medication
No, but didn't I say to call in during the break?
on time. You could have a lifetime of complications. Don't take that chance. Get Elimitic clothing from Game Hide. Elimitic features Insect Shield, a repellent that is fused to the fabric fibers. Ticks hate it. Elimitic clothing will retain its effectiveness for the life of the garment and needs no special care. The treatment is odorless and invisible. Wearing Elimitic can help protect you from ticks, chiggers, and other biting insects.
Anybody got any questions online you want me to talk about? Come on, ask me something. Everybody went to eat breakfast.
Dan here. Do you have a message that you need help
We
getting
went
out?
from 20-something people to 9. Or, no, we're back to 13.
You ever thought about letting your vehicle do the promotion while you're out driving around town? If you haven't, let's
Boy,
talk
steak
a
and
little
eggs sounds good for breakfast right now. Then
Iowa,
little minute steak and a couple fried over Sunnyside Up or over Easy eggs and some hash browns and
Josh, Bob, and the
sausage
staff
links.
took the time to
Boy,
find
I
out
could
exactly
eat
what my
that
needs
right
were,
now.
what my goals were going to be, and they
That's what I usually have in Kansas when we go. There's a place when I go to Donovan's before hunting camp starts. I'll try to get in there a day or two early. We'll go to K19. That's what the restaurant's called. Man, they got good breakfast.
I want you to pick up the phone and call Josh at 515-292-6466. That's 515-292-6466. Or go online to
Used to be the Hungry Hunter in Lincoln. They used to have. They gave you so much food. The plate was like this big. You couldn't eat it all. I mean, it was. They gave you so much food, it was miserable.
That's so very cool.
All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio. We were talking about breakfast offline there while we were doing the commercial break. When I go to Kansas out to Donovan's, there was a place out there called the Hungry Hunter in Lincoln, and man, the platter, they would give you so much food you couldn't eat it all. I mean, the pancakes were about the size of Frisbees, and they gave you a big old pile of hash browns and sausages or bacon, and the other place is up the road. It's called K19. It's been there forever. Really nice little family greasy spoon. And man, we always get steak and eggs because they give you a nice little minute steak, and they give you sunny side up eggs and hash browns. And I mean, it's breakfast for a king. I love breakfast, man. Breakfast is a great meal,
and it's versatile. You can have it any time of the day.
Brant says he's making potato, onions, and peppers with eggs and coffee as he speaks. That sounds good too, Brant.
Amen. Yeah. Amen. I mean, you can't really have a whole lot of dinner items for breakfast.
You know, and the older I get, I like breakfast more.
Yeah, it's like I said, so versatile. You can have it any time of the day, unlike any other meal.
Yeah, Raven and I had to go and drop that my Polaris off yesterday, and I got back home and I fed Raven. And for lunch, I fried up 3 eggs, and that's what I had for lunch. You know, I mean, I skip breakfast, which is probably not a good thing. But you know, sometimes I just don't have. I get a cup of coffee and go. But yeah, I like breakfast. I love breakfast sausage, man. That's good stuff, man.
Sometimes that's all you can do.
Milo's got good breakfast sausage.
Milo does.
Yeah, they got good breakfast sausage.
They have a lot of good things.
Yeah, you know, and bacon. So
Yeah.
you ever? What was it when I was a kid that we used to eat? I don't know if you probably too young for this, Andrew, but my mom used to take a piece of white bread and she'd cut a hole in it and then put the egg inside the hole and she'd fry that up. One-eyed Jack. I think she called him One-eyed Jack.
One-eyed Jack.
And
Sounds
that was
familiar.
good to eat too. It was like a fried egg inside a piece of bread, and that was good. But that was like 50 years ago. Did I just say that was 50 years ago? I'm not looking forward to next week, folks. I'm just telling you. Just not looking forward to next week at all. I can't believe I'm going to be 60. It's just irking me. It's irking me.
It shouldn't be irking you.
And hey, Apollo Creed died yesterday. Did you see that?
Yes, I was.
That broke my heart, man.
Oh,
Carl Weathers passed away last night, 76. I mean, that's not good. That means, that's getting really surreal for me. I used to not think about that stuff.
How would Happy Gilmore exist without him?
Yeah, I don't know, but man, Carl Weathers, he was in great shape and stuff too. Died in his sleep, 76.
Yeah.
What a way to go, huh?
Just unfortunate.
Yeah. Did you get another winner?
No, we did not. But we did get a nice call from our friend Grubhub Bruce.
Grubhub Bruce. Oh, how's Grubhub Bruce doing?
He's doing good. He said he took on over the Lotta Pop and said Dan sent him, and they were more than happy to have a chat with him, talk with him, give him some popcorn.
The Lotta Pop I gave him.
Well, he went there too.
Oh, he went to buy some.
He went there. He went to get some, and they said, yeah, and it was a great conversation. He said, I mean, overall, it pays to listen. And,
he's a nice guy. He's a nice guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he delivers to the house once in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. I listen to you all the time.
And that's great. I mean, that means a lot.
Yeah, it does mean a lot. I love my listener. Hey, listen, if it wasn't for you all out there listening or watching, I wouldn't have been able to do this for 26 years. I'm just telling you, it's not about me. That's why we always try to do as many contests and giveaways, and that's why I started the Outdoor Call Radio app, because I wanted to make sure I had a platform that you can listen to me for another 10 years. Because you never know what's going to happen with the stations or whatever. This way we've always got a home. So I got a trapping show maybe coming on. Jeff said they're looking at doing that. I've got a new shooting show. The show makes me a week. Well, thank you, Jeff. That's really nice of you. I got a lady that I got to talk to, Dirk Stark, my buddy Dirk in Minnesota. Sent me a text, and this lady, it's a lady. Hang on, I got to find it now. Hang on, where's it at? That's not it. Don't know where that's at. What did I do with it? Did I miss it? I must have missed it. Huh, I got to get that again. Anyway, she's a world-class shooter. Here, call Dirk real quick and see if he answers. You got Dirk Stark's number?
I believe so.
See, we can get Dirk on real quick. We got 827? Here,
yeah.
Call his mobile number here.
All right.
Yeah, call him, and then we can get the first-hand scoop there. You ever had, what was it? Eggs Benedict. I think I have. I think I've had eggs Benedict. I like an omelet, or like what we talked about, steak and eggs, or pancakes are good. I'm not going to turn down much breakfast stuff. So, all right, I'm going to try and get Dirk on the phone so we can talk about this lady real quick, because for some reason I must have deleted that accidentally. Turkey Talk Radio is coming on the show quick. We should have Turkey Talk Radio episodes on the Outdoor Call Radio in about 2 to 3 weeks. Okay? I'm going to start taping some shows here next week. So we're going to be talking turkey. That's brought to you by the fine folks at Rupert's Roost and Peace. Turkey Calls, Game Hide, Sportsman's Warehouse, Itasca Footwear, Flux Fletch, and Fourth Arrow Camera Arms. Appreciate everybody there. And, man, I tell you what, what in the world is that? Oh. I better not throw that away. Jenny will get mad at me. It's her W9. Woo! Boy, I'm glad I saw that before I pitched my show script. Did you not answer? He's probably sleeping.
He's probably sleeping.
Yeah. Well, you know what I'd like to do? I'd like to go. I'd like to go to Vegas and shoot one time before I get too old.
Yeah, do it.
I need to do that, but it's going to be hard for me to do that because it's a Saturday, Sunday shoot deal, and then I got to do I'd have to miss the shows. Hey, Bigfoot, we didn't do a unknown file show on Wednesday because my guest canceled on me. But we next Wednesday at 7 on the Outdoor Call Radio app. If you listen in, it's a live show. We're going to have Amy Boo, is her name, Bue. She's a fascinating lady. She's in Ohio, and she goes out looking for the big guy. But she goes to deer hunting shows and talks to hunters. She actually sets up a booth to talk to hunters at deer classics and ask them if they've ever seen anything they couldn't explain. That takes guts and chutzpah. I mean, because you're going to have people laughing at you, ridiculing you, and all this other. But she says that she actually has people come, pull her aside, and start crying because they didn't want to be ridiculed because they saw something. So, I still think most of the stuff is black bears. I think it's misidentified black bears. That's what.
Hey, Mr. Stark, this is Andrew with Outdoor Call Radio. How's it going?
Mr. Stark? Did you just call him Mr. Stark? It's Dirk.
Dan just
He's not an Avenger.
Give an ambush call.
Yeah. Mr. Stark. Now there's not going to be any living with him now. Will you just put him on hold and put him on the air? Andrew, he's got to have a novella. Yeah. Just say, hey, it's Andrew from the Outdoor Call Radio here. Hang on.
Hey, no, it's you guys. You gotta tell him why.
And don't call him Mr. Stark. He's not an Avenger.
For me.
Yeah,
I have to call.
Pot him
I'm
up.
gonna just pot him up.
Just pot him up, right? Right, Dirk?
I just had to get some coffee. You know, when you got to get all set for the Outdoor Call Radio and got to have coffee in hand, breakfast in hand, ready to roll.
You do.
I just can't handle him calling you Mr. Stark, man. You're not Iron Man. Yeah. Hey, what was that lady that you sent me that does the gun podcast show or whatever?
Oh, your name here. It's called Gun Talk. Not Gun Talk. Eye on the Target.
Eye on the Target?
Yeah, I got her card here. I can send it to you.
Well, just text me again. For some reason, I lost that text. I don't know where it's at. But I was telling everybody that I'm going to get a hold of her and maybe start running her show because you said she was really knowledgeable. And I would love to have a lady on there talking about firearms.
She is actually very well known. I mean, all the women gun group people were interviewing with her.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So a cool, very nice lady. So I'll her and her husband, I think it is. I'm not sure they'd have a different last name, but who knows in today's world, right?
Yeah. Scott Mueller says Dirk is too busy to have his coffee and keep going. You know Scott Mueller?
I do. He's actually from Elbow Lake, where my wife is from.
Oh, he's in Oklahoma.
And now he's in Oklahoma now.
Yeah.
He exported Minnesota.
Yeah. Hey, did you hear Wisconsin's looking at shutting down antlerless doe seasons for 4 years?
I did. Dan Schmidt from Deer Hunting had a big episode about that, and actually he's kind of for it because of the decline. The numbers are down so much.
Yeah.
So I thought that was kind of interesting. That's a big, bold move.
I'm telling you what. There's going to be a lot of conservation or conversations about that because I tell you, our deer season in Missouri or Iowa, I hardly saw. I just didn't see the deer that I normally do, and I know we had a little EHD. We had a big EHD southeast Iowa, but central Iowa, I didn't think we had a few. But I don't know. I just don't know where all the deer were this year. I didn't even draw my bow back this year in Iowa. It's crazy.
Right, and I'm not finding carcasses, like wood or something like that around.
Yeah.
So I don't know where the numbers are. If the wolves or coyotes are just eating them up so fast.
Well, we don't have the wolves that you do up there, but that's a big issue in Minnesota. The wolves are out of hand. I mean, that governor needs to get his act together. And I mean, they're eating deer fawns. They're eating, not only the wolves, but you got bears eating deer fawns.
Yeah, the bears are actually much harder on them, I think, in the spring.
Yeah, people don't understand that, but black bears are just notorious for eating deer fawns. I mean, it's just that's why the deers and the baby moose calves and stuff. It's not good. I'm telling you. Brant, listen, I'm way more open-minded about Bigfoot than I have ever been in my life, and a lot of it's the footprint stuff. I can't say it's real. I can't say it's not. But doing this Unknown Files show the last 2 years. I'm ready to believe, man. I thought I would never say that. I love Bigfoot stories. I love the legend, but there's a lot of stuff you just you got to shake your head at, Brant. So listen, I agree with you with God's universe. And with all through everything, it's hard. I'm not going to say we're the only thing out there. I mean, I agree with you, Brant. Hey, Dirk, I'm going to have you where you're on next week. I just wanted to call you real quick and ask you what that lady's name was. So thank you for answering.
Yeah.
And hey,
You betcha.
how about those glow veins, man?
I know. They are pretty hot. People are asking, when are they going to be on the Silent Night? When are they going to be on this and that? And I'm like, just buy more of the SK2s first. Then we'll make more.
And I think we should change the name to Nightmare.
Oh, the Nightmare?
The Nightmare. Yeah. Nightmare vein. Because it's the last thing they're going to see. The Nightmare.
Right. And we'll put the outdoor radio call app logo on it.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Yeah, every deer, bear, and turkey's worst fear, the nightmare. It's the last thing they'll see. Hey, Dirk, thank you, buddy. Go get your coffee. We'll talk to you next week, pal.
You betcha. Bye.
Thank you, Dirk. There he goes, Dirk Stark. Mr. Stark, the Outdoor Call Radio Avenger. We'll be right back on 1350 ESPN. Oh, Dirk Stark's good people.
Fishing, camping,
I like Dirk.
If you are, we'd like to introduce you to Arctic Ice. Arctic Ice is a brand new way to keep your game, beverages, and camping supplies cold and fresh.
Dolphins are smart, Brant. I agree 100% with you.
Ice substitute that maintains low temperature
So are whales.
longer than a bag of ice and does not have the slushy mess that can contaminate what's in your cooler. If you like to hunt or fish, look at the Alaskan Series or Arctic Ice Packs that will keep your game.
All right, so we gave a bait caddy away. And we gave 2 sets of tickets away.
Try the Tundra Packs that can keep your wild game and fish.
That's a lot of giveaways.
Temperatures for the travel back home. For tailgating or camping, try the Chill and Brew Packs. They'll keep
Call
your
Smoking
beverages
Joe.
of choice at frosty cold temperatures 4 times longer than what a bag of ice can. If you want your cave, fish, or camping goods to stay fresh and cold as possible without the mess of regular ice, go check out Arctic Ice Packs today. You can find models of Arctic Ice Packs at Sportsman's Warehouse or at www.arctic-ice.com.
Yeah, I don't think there's nothing on there to download from.
No, I just want to make sure, because I think there's a way you can go in there and look and see what works and what doesn't. Because I started to run into some issues with some of our stuff.
From what, on the podcast?
Yeah. Well, some of it, like from the songs we have here that we downloaded from there, because it's some of them.
When you're getting ready to outfit your next outdoor adventure, there's one place in Ankeny that's your one-stop outdoor shop.
Okay.
That's Sportsman's Warehouse. The Sportsman's
He
Warehouse
has got
has everything you need from fishing, hunting, firearms, and camping gear that will make any outdoor trip a success.
You can log on to that and it'll give you the license number.
Brands that have been tried and proven in the field and on the water. Smokers and grills that will cook all your meat easy to prepare.
Well, I don't want you putting this. I don't want the Saturday show on Facebook other than the live stream.
Yeah, I guess 100%.
Yeah, okay. We just need to keep that on the app.
make
Yep,
sure
I need
you
to.
are
I think
outdoors in
I
comfort
took
and
out the
style.
two
If you're traveling, you can also go
phones
shop
that were
24/7
giving us
at
trouble.
sportsmanswarehouse.com. So
two
next
phones
time you're
down.
Yeah,
planning your
Facebook
next
drives me
outdoor
nuts. I
adventure,
mean,
make sure
we've
that
got
you check
we
out
pay ASCAP,
Sportsman's
we got
Warehouse
the Art
in
List
Ankeny.
license. We shouldn't be having any problems with Facebook.
Hi, this is Dr. Don Gilbert from New
And the
Counseling
station pays
Services with
for
offices in
ASCAP and
West Des
everything.
Moines and Ankeny, Iowa. I know things can be tough in the world today. I see it every day.
Yeah,
People dealing with relationship issues,
Facebook
parenting
is
struggles,
recording.
anxiety,
Yeah.
depression, or folks just looking for a new direction or plan in their life. If you find yourself struggling and are looking for someone to help you find answers to a better relationship, a marriage, or just helping with everyday stress, please consider calling me at New Life. We offer family.
Who's picking who to win the football game next week? I'm picking the Chiefs.
To your health, relationships, and your work. The staff at New Life offer one-on-one sessions that get right to the heart of the matter.
There you go,
Work with you
Jeff.
so you can discover better choices on how to handle the issues you might be dealing with.
No, I like Brock Purdy, Iowa State.
Consider calling us for a
Yeah.
confidential appointment.
Just trying to think. I'm thinking the Chiefs are going to win, though. That's just my opinion.
Or 964-5003 in Ankeny. Also find us
Well, with Dan,
24/7
you never know.
at newlifecounseling.com. We are here to help you when you need us.
Hey, Outdoors Dan here. How many times have you had to quit hunting because your feet got cold or uncomfortable? Well, I have a way to keep your feet feeling great in any weather. Swift. Taylor's not playing.
Have you heard
Good
of
morning,
Norlander
Terry.
Sock Company?
Tell everybody hi for me.
Norlander Sock Company uses high-quality alpaca to produce some of the best socks out there. Alpaca socks will keep your feet comfortable and feeling great all day. Alpaca socks
Andrew
will clean
over there having a 20-minute conversation.
Plus, work with your outdoor footwear to keep your feet temperature where they need to be. Alpaca socks also has a natural antibacterial quality to them that will keep your socks from smelling. They have heavyweight and lightweight styles with a bunch of color and size choices for you to choose from. Plus, gift boxes are available that are 100% guaranteed. So this year, when you plan your outdoor activities, make sure you keep your feet comfortable and feeling great all day. Try a pair of Norlander socks, pure alpaca, pure comfort. For more information, just go to norlandersocks.com and give your feet a treat.
This is the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on Des Moines Sports Leader, 1350 ESPN.
As it should be.
All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio on 1350 ESPN. Hope everyone's having a good Saturday all across the good old US of A. We're going to go back to talk to Smoking Joe Smelter. Hey, we got the Outdoor Call Radio anniversary coming up, 3 years. Look at those Grizzly Cups the Grizzlies making for us. We're going to be doing some promos for those, giving those away. Woo!
Dan, you don't need to do a promo for me. I'll just accept it.
You're not getting one. You get a
Come
pay.
on.
I pay you. That's enough.
Come on.
But aren't those nice? So that's it's like the Grizzly Cup I got here, but it's going to have the Outdoor Call Radio logo. It's going to be nice. Now I think these are cool too. Look at the water bottles. The desert ones. Those kind of pop too. Those are kind of neat. So, yeah. Thanks to Grizzly for doing that for us for the Outdoor Call Radio. Jeff, I love those socks. I bought a couple. Jeff, those Norlander socks are awesome, man. They're by far one of my favorite things. I wear them every day. Let's go say hi to Smelter. He wears on me.
You wear them every single day?
I wear my Norlander socks, not the same pair, but I wear.
That was my next question.
Yeah.
That's
Well, hey, now here's the thing. You could wear them every day because they're made out of wool. Wool actually has a natural antibacterial quality to it. It doesn't let your bacteria build up. It wanes it off, and that way your feet don't stink, and it wicks your moisture away. So you could wear them every day if you wanted to, but
they are cozy.
Oh, I'm just telling you, man. Them Norlander socks rock.
Whether it's hot out or cold out, they feel good.
If it's warm out, I wear the crew socks, which are lightweight. If it's anytime after September, I'm wearing the heavyweights. And
I hear you.
Yeah, they just my feet. I mean, I love them, man. My feet love them.
That's the first thing to go for me when it's cold is my feet.
If your hands or your feet get cold, you're done.
Yep.
You know, I don't know how many times. Like I'll give you a prime example. Donovan and I were in Illinois filming the TV show several years ago, and we were 25 feet up, and I had to climb the stupid tree that had the screw-in tree steps. I'm not a big fan of that anyway. I hate those things.
You like ladder stands better?
Well, I've actually had a screw-in step break on me climbing up, thank God I had a lifeline on, you know, because that's not good. But anyway, it's getting dark, and we got deer moving, and it was 15 degrees, And I said, Donovan, I hate to do this to you, but I got to get down. I can't feel my hands anymore. He goes, Dan, we got deer coming in. I said, it's either that or I'm going to fall out of this tree because I got to be able to feel my hands climbing down.
Yeah. Yep.
And I got down and we sat at the base of the tree and I said, I'm sorry, buddy. He goes, no, I understand. But yeah, if your feet or your hands get cold, you're done. That's why those Norlander socks are a great hunting partner.
A lot of it for me is like mental. It's like once I think about it too long, and it's like, oh, then I feel like I just get colder and colder.
And hey, for all my folks that like to waterfowl hunt or go wade fishing for trout and stuff, I would definitely encourage you to go to Norlander Sock Company, NorlanderSocks.com, and get them because your waders, they work so well with your waders and stuff. Your feet are never going to get cold. So, yeah, go get them.
And they don't stink.
And they don't stink. That's right. Your wife will love you even more.
That's right.
Yeah.
Raven too.
Yeah, Raven. That dog. So, hey, did I get, how many tickets did I give you yesterday? Just enough for you, or did I give you some for listeners?
What tickets?
The Iowa Deer Classic tickets.
I'm not sure. I didn't get any tickets from you.
Yes, you did. I was there.
Dan, are you forgetting again? Come on.
Those bottles would be great in a blind at Hell's Canyon Bow Hunting Ranch. Oh, Dirk, man. He's always... Yeah, they would, Dirk. When we going out there, buddy? Yeah. I gotta get out there and shoot an antelope or something.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
It's in he's out there in South Dakota.
I think you'd
Let's make a trip.
I think you'd have better luck shooting a cantaloupe.
A cantaloupe? I've shot a cantaloupe on TV before. Yeah. Well, I did it on Facebook.
Get cold.
Yeah, I was bored. What was that? 3 or 4 summers ago, and I did an inner city cantaloupe hunt. I said, this is really going to upset the vegetarians.
Yeah, big trouble there.
Yeah, I did. I smoked that cantaloupe, man. That arrow went right through that thing. So, hey, what's going on at the Rock, man? What do you got going on?
It's not cold out anymore.
Yeah, so you got trucks. I saw a bunch of trucks out there.
Yep, inventory is doing good. There hasn't been many changes at all with the incentives since January, so they're still up to $5,000 in rebates on certain customers that qualify based off of what they are trading in.
Yep.
And those are on the high countries, LTZ. But yeah, inventory is still doing pretty good and no complaints. And getting closer to spring, I'm excited. So.
All right, that's good.
Yeah.
All right.
That's about it. And then I get back to your Deer Classic question. You gave me 8.
Well, so I tell you what, if you want a pair of Deer Classic tickets, go out and see Smeltzer. But they're going to go quick. Make sure you save enough for you, Joe.
I will. I will.
Yeah. And then we got Work Sharp Sharpeners. We're going to be doing cutting the outdoors with Carl Chevrolet and Work Sharp. Probably do this in April, March.
Yep,
springtime. If you buy a truck from Joe, you're going to get a free electric Work Sharp sharpener. So they'll help you stay sharp in the outdoors. So we'll probably do the first 4 or 5 people to buy a vehicle, and you're going to get a $100 sharpener just for letting Joe work you out a deal.
That's right.
Yeah.
New, used, commercial, doesn't matter.
I could care less. Yeah, as long as you're buying something for Joe so he can buy me Pop-Tarts.
There's the kicker.
Oh, you wanted Pop-Tarts?
Yeah, well, that and what, yeah.
That's all I wanted, Pop-Tarts.
Yeah. Hey, with the price of groceries, man, Pop-Tarts aren't cheap.
That's a sore subject, groceries.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. That's why I
think I'm just going to start growing my own food.
That's why I hunt and fish, because that way I don't have to pay for so much for groceries.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Jenny said that the other day. She goes, please tell me you're never going to quit hunting or fishing. And I said, nope. She goes, it's so nice to be able to go pull a roast or a hamburger or deer burger or whatever out of the freezer. Yeah, I mean, honestly, if you look at it price per pound, it's still a lot of money because you spend a lot of money hunting and fishing. But it's nice to be able to go pull something out when meat is that expensive at the store. So.
Well, just stopping at I stop at the grocery store, I feel like 2-3 times a week.
Yeah.
On my way home and stuff like that. So it just saves you time, too.
Yeah, it does. All right, where can they find you there, Smoker?
I'll be here all day today, not on the beach, at the Rock. 1101 Southeast Royal Labor.
All right, thank you, Joe. We'll talk to you soon.
Have a good week, guys.
Hey, I'll see you before the Deer Classic.
Sounds good, buddy.
Thanks, Joe.
See you. Yep.
Bye, Joe.
There you go, Smoker Joe Smeltzer. We'll be right back on 1350 ESPN.
In these times when a lot of us are working from home, it's even more important to make sure your home is the
Alright, I
right
did Dr.
temperature and
Yeagee's. I got to do Herman's.
now is a great time to call the experts at Wyckoff Heating and Cooling at 287-6000 to schedule a check on your current heating and cooling systems. Is your house too
So
dry
I gave,
giving your
how
family
many pairs of
issues?
tickets
A
won?
Honeywell dehumidifier system installed with your AC heating system can solve that issue right away. Wyckoff Heating and Cooling is a family-owned and operated business.
Yes, I will be giving away Deer Classic tickets on the app during the week. So I would listen on Wednesdays for sure and do the secret listener contest for the next couple weeks.
In the woods this year, please call the folks at
Jeff, they got some stuff coming out, Jeff. That's a good suggestion, buddy.
One call to Wyckoff Heating and Cooling will bring you peace of mind under your roof every day.
Oh, Dirk, you like that nightmare. Them veins, man. I love them veins. They shoot good.
If you feel safe walking in the field or fishing the creek, your safety should be paramount. Let me introduce you to Alaskan-based Diamond D Outdoors and the Denali chest holster with fast and easy.
Yeah, I got to get a hold of Mike. I need a new holster for that 10 millimeter. I got to get a hold of him. A chest holster? Fits right there. What's nice about that, you can adjust the straps on that Diamond D Outdoor holster. You can actually turn it to the side if you want to carry it so you can conceal carry it. They're great, and they're made in Alaska. They're made in the U.S. Diamond D Outdoors, go check them out. Outdoors Dan 10, you get 10% off if you use that. Outdoors Dan 10.
The Denali chest holster is made in the USA and has over 34 different variants to fit you and your exact gun. For more information or to order your Denali chest holster, check them out online.
That's because we had George on for an hour.
Get outside feeling safe wearing your Denali chest holster.
Tacticam has launched the best-in-class cellular trail camera, the #1 selling action camera in the industry. The new Reveal by Tacticam will change the way you scout forever. Not only is it one of the easiest to set up, but the most affordable cellular camera on the market. As you know, you educate your game and leave your scent when checking cameras in the field. With Reveal, those issues are gone. You can receive pictures in almost real time right to your app without going into the field. The Reveal offers half-second trigger speeds, detects game from up to 96 feet away in 4G and LTE wireless modules. Verizon and AT&T plans available. 24-inch LCD screen, adjustable night illumination, and data plans starting as low as $5 a month. The Reveal's world-class app allows you to set up your camera.
I saw a TV show called Zorro on Prime the other night. It was horrible. Acting, and I was so excited because I love Zorro. It's a new TV show they made. His acting was just horrible. On Prime. Yeah, I was so disappointed.
Hi, this is your old friend Speed over at Speed's Golf Cars, located in Wall Lake, Iowa.
There's things that if you do, you have to hit it right.
Well, and I kept watching it because I was hoping it'd get better, but it never got better. It's just, nah.
That's really disappointing.
After I said, Raven, you thinking what I'm thinking? Raven looked at me and said, it's awful, Dad.
Oh, I thought you said,
Yeah, he wasn't impressed either.
Check out our website for a complete inventory at speedsgolfcars.com.
You're listening to the Outdoor Call Radio with Outdoors Dan on 1350 ESPN.
You just have 5750 after this.
Okay.
So we got all the way in like 6 minutes.
All right, go ahead.
Good.
All right, welcome back to the Outdoor Call Radio on 1350 ESPN and what cellular station we're on? FM what?
We have 1021 1021 FM.
Yeah, we're on actually 2 stations right now.
Boom.
Yeah, 1021 and blah, blah.
You forget again.
What'd you say? Secret listener contest winner is Jacob Williams of Ames, Iowa. Congratulations, Jacob.
Congrats.
Jacob got some Iowa Deer Classic tickets. If you listen during the week, Monday through Friday, on the Outdoor Call Radio app, it's free to download, free to listen on your device app store. We got several shows that play a day. Just send me a screenshot of a show on the app that's playing. Email it to me at outdoorsdan@mac.com, and you're in the drawing. I'll email you back and say, got it. I do that to all the people that enter, and then you're in the drawing. So, easy peasy. I think I'm all caught up. How about that?
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm all caught up. I told you about what's coming up on. We got one more Buck Talk radio show to do, and then we're going to go into repeats, and then we have the Unknown File show. We got a young lady from Minnesota that got a hold of me. She's got a Masonic lodge she bought. She said it's really haunted. That's going to be a neat show. She's saying they're hearing some really crazy stuff.
Interesting.
Yeah, an old Masonic lodge. So that's coming on, and then I got Darren. Oh, you want to hear? I had somebody ask me, could you please play what a wood knock is supposed to look like or sound like? And I think, oh, don't tell me I got rid of that too.
Oh man!
Man, what is going on with my text messages? Hang on, Daryl Adams. All right, here you go. This is from my buddy Daryl Adams in Oklahoma. Now, Darren used to be had property out in Oregon with Tobe Johnson. Tobe and him went out, and they heard Bigfoot sounds and stuff all the time. But these are actually from his MP recordings that he personally did. Now, this is a Bigfoot howl that he sent me. He would hear that in his woods all the time. Now that's creepy, but this is what they call a wood knock. That they hear stuff hitting trees, smashing trees and stuff. And I don't know what would make that out there, but listen to this. That's pretty crazy. So he would hear them at dawn. So, I don't know if that's like a warning thing for him or what. But they said that him and Mark Parker. Mark's a bow hunter, and he was elk hunting in Oregon and actually saw one. And Mark's been on Flash of Beauty, the national TV or the movie that they did, the documentary. And Mark's a good guy. I enjoy talking hunting with him, but he's an accomplished hunter, and he's been around bears all his life. And he said, Dan, I swear this was not a bear. So, he sounded like a reasonable guy. I haven't seen one, haven't heard one. What did Dirk send me? Oh, Dirk just sent me that's the gun talk lady. It'd be nice to talk to the big fella. Honestly, if they're real, I could understand why they don't want to be around. We're nuts. I would not want to be around. You turn the TV on and see what's going around this country right now. Would you want to be around us? I wouldn't. I'd stay as far away from us as possible. Come on, would you? I don't blame them.
It makes complete sense. It's one thing to think it; it's another thing to hear it out loud.
I'm telling you. I mean, I can understand why they just don't want to be around us.
We're pretty obnoxious sometimes.
We are. Respect the Game TV. Check it out on the Sportsman's Channel, Pursuit Channel, Hunt Channel. And you get to see me miss a deer by 30 yards. There you go. That's playing right now. So.
Hey, it's educational. It helps, right?
Here's the thing. I don't mind showing me messing up. I've done that on my TV show for 20 years on Outdoors Traditions. I always showed me missing. I show me screwing up all the time. I talk about it here on the shows. Morning, Jake. I think that's why people love the show, because we're real, And hey, we all mess up. So, and even just because you're on TV doesn't mean that you don't mess up. I know somebody who doesn't mess up, and that's Herman's Fine Jewelers, 2900 University in West Des Moines, 222-2600, 222-2600. They've been helping Iowans for 44 years. They got over 10,000 diamonds and mountings in stock, in-store jewelry repair, custom jewelry options available. That's where I got my elk cross made. You can take stuff in there that you don't wear anymore. You're going to get more for your money at Herman's Fine Jewelers. Tell Donnie and Frank I sent you. And that's it. We're out of here. Thanks to our guest, George Lynch from Legendary Gear. Thanks for everybody that called in. Thank you to you for listening and watching. God willing, we'll be back again on Wednesday for Buck Talk Radio and Unknown Files, and right back here on Saturday on 1350 ESPN. Until then, be good to one another. We're all in it together. Hey, Corey. Hey, Jeff. Good to see you, Jake. Everybody, thank you. I have no idea what Dirk is sending me. We'll see you. Bye. Thanks, everybody. I'll see you soon. Be good to one another. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Corey. You guys, be good.